Oh dear.
Erevan noticing Roldar just can't seem to get it. Oh, can't seem to get it off the wall. Just walks down the steps, puts his hand out to Roldar for the crowbar, takes the crowbar, puts it up against the wall, and just with one hand pulls it right off with one big wrench.
Yeah, it plops off perfectly.
Saloro will call down. I think you loosened that for him, Roldar. Not entirely convinced that Roldar loosened it for Erevan.
Roldar will go and look into the corner.
Seriously to himself. Yes, I did. I'm sure I did. I.
Just mumbling goblin. Jag måste träna mer. Helt otroligt, jag förstår inte vad som händer.
Jävla skit.
So say, and if we want another one, you'll recall back in that little library there was another torch we left behind as well. They can be easily stashed in the backpack since we do not have enough hands to carry them.
Erevan will go ahead and just put it in his backpack for now, the one he just pulled off the wall.
Alright. Fantastic.
This one actually does radiate heat. Wait, what? Sure, the spider could save his backpack. So. He ninjas off all of the flame from the backpack while leaving the backpack unscathed. You can manipulate fire? Holy shit! The torch is actually like some sort of like a cotton candy scooper. He like twirls all the flame back onto the stick.
Sure.
What? Fucking spider! This is bullshit.
The spider just shrugs. Huh? All a day's work for the spider.
Never doubt an Eladrin.
Is that like a massive pile of refuse? What is that?
Yeah, that is what it seems like. The original purpose of the chamber you're looking into is unclear, but large mounds of rubble lie strewn on its floor. The walls seems to be hacked at with different utensils or claws or something like that. It's hard to really make out what was once in this room.
Is it something we could squeeze past, or is that legitimately blocking the passage?
No, you could climb over it as it is right now.
Doesn't seem to be anything interesting in the pile, right?
So,
Not obviously so.
I would rather not climb over that and expose ourselves to becoming even more vulnerable.
I agree with this. I have no interest in climbing over rubbish.
Maybe this door that my back is currently towards and will no way harm me at all at this moment through an ambush that you're all staring at will somehow provide a way around.
I agree. I'll send Roldar to help you with the ambush.
Well, that's
Can I see you over here?
Yes.
Well, we certainly have light on the situation now, so you would be able to see the door.
This door has the most violent depictions yet in the complex.
Wait a minute, we just walked through a prison, a torture chamber last session, and this door is the worst door?
Yes. Depictions of creatures engrossed in basically carnage, butchering, killing, murdering everything. Basically, they are blood fueled with hatred. It seems like it just radiates out from the door. Humans, halflings, gnomes, elves, everyone is just screaming and dying to the monstrous hordes depicted on the door. And above it all, a towering figure of a bloated, pregnant woman with a beastly, ghastly head sort of looms over the whole scene with a huge serrated dagger in one hand and what looks like a monstrously deformed and bloodied fetus in the other.
Saloro turns his head around to look at the door, steps back from the door. I think we found the recreation room.
Very possible.
Well, considering that we had the most trouble in the bathing chamber, this one might not be so bad.
Let's go ahead
Maybe
and
the
stand.
most violent room turns out to be the most peaceful room for us.
Let's stand here. Mage hand, Ransor, or...
They're tentatively floating through the air towards the door.
Yes.
Alright, and Roldar is standing in front of the door.
Arenoss, where are you going?
I'm gonna stand over here.
I mean, that's a better place to stand, back here where I am with... Because
I have a range of 20, it's fine.
Don't worry guys, I'm safe back here.
Exactly.
Just goes running. Omega!
I think I heard something. Let me check it out. And he just leaves.
He's the only one to survive.
No one knows what happens to the rest of the party.
Or Sandpoint. Strangely enough, everyone up there was dead.
I actually have a backup character in case we die.
The Master!
Door slides open.
What does Roldar see?
Roldar has his light radiating from his warhammer.
This is a long corridor. The walls of this corridor is depicted with fresks and stoneworkings imitating those on the door, or basically showing other points of hideous carnage and depravities.
Another corridor.
Another one?
Remember the last long corridor?
Yes, it led us to the storage chamber.
Roldar,
I was thinking about the bathroom.
You're thinking of the first corridor.
Roldar, everyone but Saloro can make out there seems to be some sort of sickly light coming from further down the corridor.
Massive deja vu right here.
It looks like some sort of fire is burning down there.
Close the door.
Let's leave.
No.
No?
I'm not going to close it anyway. Erevan, why don't you take the torch you just picked out from your backpack and throw it as far down the hallway as you can?
Erevan takes it out. Walks up aside Roldar.
I mean, since Erevan is actually the better one at strength checks than Roldar.
True. Yeah, so roll athletics to throw the torch as far as you can.
Athletics.
Oh.
How do you have a plus 10 to athletics?
Oh.
Oh.
We're all very disappointed in you.
How far does it go?
Let's see here.
Like right here?
Like doink.
You like
Hits
hit the
the
ceiling with...
Yeah, he slips. It's heavy. Lands roughly. Oh, that is the wrong pointing to. There we go. It lands here.
Could Saloro cast light on one of Elvin's bolts?
I certainly can, yes.
I could just
I
fire a
think
light-filled bolt or something down.
Yeah, I think I could shoot farther than just like 10 feet or however
Saloro
far.
will call back. How far did you get it down, Erevan?
Not very. My hand's covered in blood. It slipped out.
Is it close enough to pick it up and try again?
I guess it could be.
Maybe Roldar should actually do it.
Alright,
You're
yes.
pretty hurt.
Go ahead and let Roldar try. That's a good idea.
Where was it?
It is.
Here, right? Or...
Yeah.
Elvin goes back to hiding behind the corner.
Picks up torch.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he does get a plus 13, and so hopefully he'll be better somehow.
Nope.
Doink! Just yep, boop, lands here. He slipped again.
That might have to be a win, like...
Well, at least I equaled the spider.
This is Saloro will be like, how well did you do?
Not very.
I was thinking, can I stand somewhere here and get cover?
Sure. Why not?
Right?
Saloro would just sigh. Just stand.
A light-covered bolt might be a better option at this point.
It might be.
Alright. Roldar, your light's about to go out on your Warhammer. Just leave the torch there, all sad. Like, we'll pick it up as we walk through. Saloro will cast light on, well, since Erevan's gonna move, on one of Alvin's bolts.
Well, Alvin's a better shot than me.
Hopefully you can shoot down a fucking straight corridor, dude. If you can't, then give me that bow.
With my hands... With me rolling 2 13s in a row, I'm somehow starting to think...
You've lived for over 200 years. If you can't make a fucking straight shot, we need to have a talk.
Oh, he is blooded and no surgery, so he's kind of woozy right now.
Yeah. Elvin will load the now glowing bolt into his crossbow, and what kind of check do you want?
And you can just shoot it down the corridor, it's fine.
So range basic attack.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Roll
roll,
one.
just shoot it, damn it.
What is the range of the basic? What is the range of the crossbow?
Short range is 25 and long range is 45.
Alright. The bolt soars through the corridor and lands over here. Spreading more light, and when the bolt lands, basically lands over. Oh, goddamn! So many tools. Lands over here, and when the magical light of the bolt spreads around, suddenly the slow sort of ember-like fire that you saw before flares to life, and it bathes this area in a greenish yellowish light. You hear the pouring of water. You see the sort of a glittering. You almost think of a murky pool at the end of the corridor, and you see a fire burning in the middle of it on a brazier.
Saloro peeking his head around the corner, say, "Is that brazier in a pool of water?"
Yep. It is standing on like tripod legs.
Wasn't asking you, dear.
Sorry.
Maybe it's flammable fluid. Maybe would be.
No, it
Not so
just
nice.
seems like a curious locale for it. That's all. But
Yes.
apparently, no one really knows how to design anything down here in this cow. So
Elvin will say to nobody in particular, well, last time we encountered a brazier and water, we didn't do so well.
could you perhaps shoot the brazier? Perhaps maybe making it. No, it's probably too heavy to make it tilt with a bolt, huh? Maybe you can anger whatever's inside it by shooting it, and now we won't be so close to it that we're going to get hit with a gust of flame. think
How
you can see
far
it.
is it, anyways?
It is within your range.
30 feet. Yeah, it's in my long range.
So 29, but yeah, that's still your long range.
And then they have unlimited range on their fireballs.
No. If that, then I'm perfectly okay with leaving the Summer of Fun campaign and not playing anymore.
Blast 50, range 500.
Basically a nuke.
You can go ahead and take like 5 steps up so that you're say right there, so that it'll be within your normal range.
I guess I could. And does the brazier seem to notice me?
It makes no move against you.
It glares at you with its
Gonna
menacing
sneak
eyes.
attack the brazier.
I would just like to make a preemptive stealth check and then move a couple of feet forward.
Mhm.
And then
Alright.
shoot. Just in the general direction of the brazier.
Mm-hmm.
22. Huh.
All right. Yeah, the bolt soars through the air and hits the brazier with a thud and a splinter as it basically shatters, and the brazier doesn't really seem two-faced about it. It seems like it's made of stone, and the bolt didn't really make a dent in it.
Evan looks back and just shrugs.
Saloro shrugs around the corner. I thought it might have angered whatever other creature might be back there.
Maybe you can thunder away with Saloro.
Saloro, looking at Arenoss, says, "You actually have longer range with your whole little thunder thing than I do."
This is true. I certainly can try it.
Bam!
But-
Just blew your minds off.
I just didn't want to walk up to it, so I suggested that you do it.
Well, you have longer range than I do, because mine is a close burst.
Yes.
If you want to knock it over, by all means, pushing it back will certainly be the
I
best.
will have to stand quite close to it in order to do it.
Within 10,
So-
you'll be fine.
Yes, but I don't want to walk up there alone.
It'll just be like that. You won't be alone. Roldar will come with
Roldar will walk up with you, it's fine.
you. Yeah, all you have to do is be there. It'll be fine. And if you don't hit it, then we'll just wait 5 minutes and you can try again.
Oh, yes.
I'll make like a flashing neon sign.
All right, you walk up here and you see, of course, the tunnel widens into this area. But when you get closer, you notice the depictions on the walls around this pool of water, or whatever it is, seems to identify this as a small shrine of sorts. The stairs leading down into the pool is made of some sort of blackish marble, and the water is almost like sickly green and bubbles quietly when you get close to it. A green almost mist covers some of the water, sort of swirling around in it, and it pours from a leering demon skull on the wall here. Just pours into the pool.
Right.
But it's definitely water.
On the one end, it's a shrine to an evil god. On the other end, it's a shrine to a god. I know what happens
Scary.
to me in all sorts of games, like roguelikes, whenever I try to desecrate shrine.
Yeah.
Someone shot an arrow at it.
It was a bolt, for one thing.
Yeah. I was just about to say that Arenoss will sort of think that maybe desecrating a shrine is not that good of a idea, maybe, but then he will just think, nah.
Saloro will hand, his torch to Erevan as Erevan walks past and pick up the one that was thrown on the ground.
All right.
Very well.
Standing this close, Arenoss can also sense the power radiating from the pool. There is certainly power within the waters.
Right.
And it feels evil.
Then he will not be so sure anymore.
It's evil. We have to deal with it, man. We're do-gooders, right?
Yes, but maybe disturbing it is maybe not that good of a idea. Can I make an Arcana check or something to figure out what kind of magics there are?
Do you have religion trained?
I don't.
It's more in the purview of that. You can use Arcana to try to suss out if there is any like specific arcane powers emanating from it. But for divine stuff, you need religion.
There's nothing wrong with it. You'll be fine.
That's just fine. Saloro from where he can suss. Oh, there we go.
No.
So Erevan's really the religious guy. I just know about religion, man, being immortal and all.
Saloro and Erevan in particular can basically figure out and guess that, this is a shrine to Lamastu. There is no question about it. There is clear signs of divine presence within the shrine. The waters bubbling around it, if Erevan would have to guess, are probably known as the waters of Lamastu. They have really powerful corrupting capabilities. Any living thing that drinks the waters almost instantly gets morphed into a hideous mockery of its former natural form, and is, the rumor has it at least, bound to serve Lamastu forever.
This is a fun thing me and Sora worked out.
I like Erevan and Saloro talking about this. Saloro say, calling towards Arenoss. From what Erevan is telling me, I don't think we are obliged to do something about this. We cannot allow such a thing to exist.
Are you sure everything will be fine, Saloro?
Look, I tell you what. Fine. You know what? Saloro will walk up. I'll deal with this.
No, I'll do it.
I mean, speaking metagame-wise, I'm a mortal, man. I come back to life. The cycle of reincarnation will not end. I could swim in that water right now.
Sure,
some god will be
right
like,
there, right?
no, you don't serve Lamash too. Get over here. New body. You've forgotten everything.
Reroll character.
Either that or Lamash will be like, I've always wanted a diva to serve me. It's been so long. Wait, what?
It's gone again.
Now I'm a Rakasha. Son of a bitch!
Curse
No,
you,
but,
gods of good.
Yeah, but Arenoss will cast Thunder Slam on the Bracer.
Okay.
Do we have to make a to-hit roll?
No, but I want damage.
Alright.
Okay, you got a shot.
Go ahead and just, you know,
That's a
use your
great
power
start.
anyway.
Let's just
Yeah.
roll the damage then.
Okay.
2d10 plus 5.
And it's pushed back 3 squares.
No, wait,
Into the
2d10
wall.
plus 8.
Ah.
There we go.
Wow.
Holy shit! Max damage.
The Sorcerer's Might of Arenoss lashes out towards the shrine and Brazier, who gets hit full in the face, if a Brazier has a face, and the force of the blow makes the stone crack and bend, and in a explosion of what looks like divine energy, the shrine basically for a few seconds goes up in roaring fire as it burns intensely heat, and you basically the fire's roaring within the water pit of it, basically consuming whatever was in it.
Alright.
So that bit burning.
Yeah, exactly. It lasts for a couple of minutes, and while it burns, it roars, and you can almost hear the shrieks of something, as if something is burned alive within the fires.
Let me tell you who's not going to be standing there for a couple of minutes. If I have a couple of minutes to get back, I will.
The complex shakes and basically groans under the pressure of the explosion and the conflagration before you. Slowly, it seems to die down, and the shaking and the tumbling of small stones and dust from the ceiling abate. And when you once again look upon the remnants of the pool, you see that most of its sort of corrupt radiance is gone, it seems. The pool is still filled with dark and murky water, but you do not sense that evil presence in the same way.
Alright. I guess we'll just take a few moments and take a short rest.
Yeah, that'll be so you can get your encounter power back, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Sorcerer. Good job. Way to go.
Kill count, 1 Bracer.
Yeah, I killed nothing else.
1 shrine to Llama Stew. Oh man, the creator of Llama Stew is gonna hate us.
How do you spell Llama Stew?
You're not endearing yourself to her. Let's say
Well,
that.
I mean, Llama Stew. That's basically how I've.
Yeah, Lamashtu is probably the right way to pronounce it.
But you know, we've been joking with Llama Stew.
It's fine, as long as I write it down, it's fine.
But Lamashtu doesn't sound as delicious.
Llama stew, the most
I mean, there
delicious
is that
of the gods.
mash word, you know, between the prefix la and the suffix stew. I'm sure that's okay. I just made prefixes and suffixes out of things that the word isn't even in the English language. Get fucked, everyone.
Lamash de soda sounds like something you could eat, though. It reminds me of goulash for some reason.
It's you know, it's
I don't
Eastern
know why.
European. It's Eastern European. It's delicious lamashtu soup.
Exactly.
Right, and great
Goulash,
journal
the
entry.
god of meatballs.
I would worship that god.
The god of Turkish pepper.
Yeah, and meatballs. That's a good god to worship. I'm into his portfolio.
So, as Griff said, why would you do this to yourself?
It's delicious. It's so good.
It did not look delicious for him.
He's a weakling. All right.
I now have a full bottle of Turkish pepper liquor.
Yeah. Shot that shit.
Not at the moment, but yeah.
During the session.
I'm gonna get hammered.
Arenoss runs forward into the room. Fuck this shit.
Dives into the pool now that he's purified and woo! I did it!
Spring break.
I got you, Lamashtu! Fuck you! I'm the winner! You can't beat me!
Yeah.
Is that the edge of a staircase down there?
Yes, it seems like it.
The question is which direction?
What do you mean, which direction?
Going up or down?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. About to say...
Left, right,
This doesn't look like a T intersection. Looks like it's going up.
Mm-hmm.
Also, perhaps this one's not actually blocked by rubble. Very short staircase. Very quickly leading to a landing. Interesting.
Oh, there you go. Let's get more.
Again, the people who made this temple must have been like second rate, like architects. Like, what if we create a narrow little staircase right here and then land it? My God, 4 steps and then a landing? Genius! And then a sharp 90-degree turn, and we continue the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
What will we build in this space here that would cause such a turn? Nothing.
Maybe it's for defensible purposes?
I don't think like this place needs any help on defense. like someone who is like, I hate Lamash too, is gonna get past this area while it was active.
Well, maybe not.
Might take us to some sort of head chamber, something of more religious significance, since this might be an area that's really, really devoted to the mother of monsters.
A devoted recreation ground.
Maybe they were incredibly paranoid and thought an army would get down here.
Perhaps so. There's no telling exactly how old this locale is.
No.
Well, I'm sure it's no problem.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be fine.
Nothing to worry about.
Oh, another 90-degree turn.
Well, at least, there was more than 4 steps involved.
Alvin going to join the conga line?
Not yet.
He's waiting for the screams.
I mean, it's not the
That's my
DM's
cue.
fault if he uses, certain module tiles that force him to do such and such a thing, because he didn't want to draw it himself.
Speaking of screams, is there any sort of noise?
Alvin can't hear anything. He's in the back.
Here we go. This is
Okay.
on the same dimension. Just go through that. It's totally on the same Z level. You'll be fine.
Roldar, there's nothing.
Nope.
Door!
The door before Roldar basically bears the same depictions as the one that opened up this corridor. However, they all seem to be like Lamashtu is actually replaced here, and in her place is the same monstrously beautiful and angry-looking woman that was in the that was depicted on the statue at the entrance of the complex.
Blasphemy.
She is also towering over the scenes of carnage and slaughter.
I thought the joke was going to be that now that we destroyed the shrine to Lamashtu, all the symbols to Lamashtu would have been changed. She corrupted everything in this place, guys.
Saloro, who is standing close to the door, can feel immense magical energies from the other side.
Oh, great.
Everyone ease back down the staircase a bit. We're going to open this door at range.
Alright.
Alright, I still have line of sight to the door. Let's go ahead and mage hand the Ransor up there.
Alvin, you're getting a little far away, I think.
I disagree.
He totally has a great angle, man. Like I said.
I'm just making sure we are not getting flanked, okay? There's nothing to do with being really scared.
Sure.
Oh.
You can't see any of that, don't you? I got like this line of sight. Just, peering across the corner of the staircase. Looks like another pleasant room, guys.
What do you mean by pleasant?
All right.
Oh, lovely.
Well, in addition to the radiation of immense magical energy, those might be, blood splatters just like so many that we've seen. And I can't tell from this angle, but some sort of, I would say, ritual circle or some sort of deific symbol depiction. It'll probably be fine. There's nothing alive down here, right? Except for us.
Of course, this will be a lovely room to hang out in. Just what we needed.
And nothing alive. How about undead?
Right. Roldar moves up.
Don't know. Roldar, take the torch. Erevan, give me the one that you just put in your backpack. Roldar, throw it. Unless there's a light in the room.
Yes, this huge room looks like a huge, immense cathedral. The walls are carved with strange spiky runes reminiscing of the other ones you have seen throughout the complex. In the center of the room is a large pool with a ring of glowing runes pulsating around it. At the far end of the room is a pair of stone staircases stairs that lead up to a smaller pulpit that sits upon which sits a second pool. Both the pool in the middle and the one on the pulpit seems to be filled with some sort of churning, bubbling, almost lava-like substance. Red mist is slowly swirling around over both of these, and within a sort of glow, like some sort of inner, almost like an inner star or something is glowing inside of this mist. Yet you see the sort of wisps of heat and steam coming off the pools. The room itself is deathly cold.
Doesn't sound like a pleasant room to be in, temperature-wise.